everyone, welcome to CPC Courtesy channel. Yes, today we are going to see the recent CPC updates by the AAPC, right? Those who are planning to do the exam in 2024, you should know this update. You should know what are the changes included in the at this time, what are the codes inserted and what are the codes deleted, and what parts you should concentrate more at this time. All these things you should know before getting into it. So before choosing the training academy, you need to know the knowledge of what medical coding is, what kind of field is this, and what kind of job opportunities it have. You should know all these things, and after knowing that, if you're planning to do the CPC exam, you should know the pattern, what are the changes, and you need to compare from the last year pattern and portions with the current year portions and pattern and the codes, everything, right? So for this, I am uploading this video. You need to go through the video fully, and if you have any doubts, please do comment. And if you are watching the channel for the first time, please do subscribe and go through all our old videos. You will get an idea of what the channel is. So let's get into the video. First thing is, they are going to include some filling the blanks question in this year. There is nothing to get scared or panic, right? So before 2024, we will have the questions of 100 questions of 100 marks. You will have multiple choice questions. You are going to choose any option from the 4, right? So in this year, they are going to include some filling the blanks question in the exam pattern, right? So it will not be like 50%, 50 questions will be like MCQ and 50 questions like filling the blanks. Not like that, okay? As I'm regularly following the updates of AAPC, especially CPC exam, they will not include the change at a very first time. Okay, they will not include the big change at the very first time, because case study they will include only 10 questions. Okay, if they want, they can extend 10 case studies into 20 case study also, but 10 is a very minor part of 100%, right? So like that, they will include filling the blanks question at this year, but not that huge amount like 50. Okay, that I am sure. So they are going to include, they are planning to include some filling the blanks question, maybe around 15 to 30, something like that. Okay, so it's not really tough, but it is difficult when you guys prepare for the 2023 exam, and if you are going to do the exam in 2024. For those people, it will be little difficult, because you will practice yourself with MCQ. You will have the mindset of multiple choice questions, right? So those who are new, those who are preparing from the scratch to do the CPC exam in this year, you don't have to be worried about this pattern, okay? So what's the reason to include the filling the blanks question in the pattern? Okay, do you know why they are bringing the filling the blanks in this year? Because they want the medical coders, they want us to be sharp and updated to the codes. Okay, we need to know how to code without having the options. If you are reading one case, you need to know what are the terms you should search. Okay, this part we need to search in index, and we need to get the terms, we need to get the code according to the case. Okay, but in this case, in CPC exam, we are having options for all the cases. Okay, so the coders having the mindset, if they are having some clues or some lead in the codes, they will work very easily. But in practical cases, if you are coding the cases in your job, there will be no option. You need to search the term, you need to know the main term, you need to know the subterm, you need to know whether you need to add a placeholder or not, whether you need to add modifier or not. All these things you need to know with the guidelines alone. Okay, there will be no option. Okay, so everyone is getting CPC certification very easily when compared to the previous years. Okay, so but they want the coders to be like very efficient. So the inclusion of filling the blanks is really useful to us. So you need to prepare in a way that you should know the guidelines very thoroughly. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, you need to know the guidelines very thoroughly. If you know how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply. You don't need to worry about the numbers. You know the template, you know how to add, and you know how to subtract, and you know how to multiply, you know how to divide. So you don't need to worry about the numbers given in the exam. That's what I'm literally trying to convey you. If you know the guidelines thoroughly, you don't need to worry about this filling the blanks question, right? So for example, you need to practice the questions in the form like, you need to practice the question without the option first. Without the option, you need to practice the question. Just choose the main term. You just go through the alphabetical index. Okay, you need to search the term. You need to get the code. You need to do everything without any option. After that, you need to do it with the options. Okay, you need to practice both so that you can get an idea how to get the corresponding codes very easily. So you need to practice the same question with option and without option. Okay, in this way you need to practice. If you practice in this way, it will be very easy for you to crack the fill in the blanks questions. Okay. Hereafter in our channel we will upload same question with option and without option for the 2024 students, those who are going to do the CPC exam in this year. Okay, so just do follow the channel and get the update of every CPC changes in every section. Okay, we are going to add some question parts, practice question parts that will include with options and without options, how to approach the codes by using the guidelines, and how to do this elimination method. Okay, elimination method is nothing but in the 4 options you can easily reduce some options one by one so that you will get the right option. So by knowing the guidelines 60% alone, so 60 to 70% alone, you can get the answer easily by using the elimination process. But if you don't have any options, if the question is in the filling the blanks question, that time the elimination process will not help you. So you need to know the guidelines. So we need to practice the questions with the option and without option. Okay. The second thing is the exam is in online mode only. So no more OMR sheet, no more shading, nothing. Okay. So you're going to do the exam in only online mode. So those who had done the exam after July or after September, they know that the exam had changed to the electronic format. There are a lot of testing centers now in India also. Okay, so you need to register and you need to you will get the verification mail. After that you can go and select the testing centers available but in your region or near your region. Okay, so I will tell you the full registration process, so don't skip this video. Okay, so first thing is, if you are the modes of the exam is like electronic format. One is testing center and another is at from live. You can do it from home or any room that you can do the exam alone in your private room, either in hotel, but it should meet some criteria to do the exam that listed in the APC rules. Okay, you should come under that rules so that you can do the exam from your home itself. Okay, if you are doing the exam from your home, so the live proctor will be monitoring you from the start to the end of the exam. Okay, if you are doing the exam from India, you need to register, like you need to update your identification proofs, any 2 IDs in DigiLocker app, and it should get verified by the DigiLocker. So you should you should upload original documents. You should not submit any photos of that, or you should not submit any screenshot or snipping shot. You should not submit that. So you should submit the original document so that it will get verified by the DigiLocker. Okay. So once the exam time is started, the proctor will check your identification proof through the DigiLocker, and if he check that the DigiLocker is verified, so that he can allow you to the exam, so that you can start the exam. If there is another important thing, so while you are registering for the exam by using the name, you should give your full name, like full name with last name. What I'm telling is your name with last name. Okay, if there is any change in even in a spelling mistake in your hall ticket, that is the confirmation mail you are receiving after registration, right? That mail have your name, right? That mail and your, sorry, that name and your name should be the same. If the name is not matching, even if the spelling is wrong, they will not allow you to take the exam, to do the exam. Okay, so you should mention your name correctly. If someone is registering for your exam, if your training academy is registering for the exam for yourself, you need to give them your name correctly with full name. Okay, first name and last name without a spelling mistake. You should be very careful with that. If by mistake you register without the last name, or if you had done any spelling mistake or something, you need to mail the AAPC official ID. You need to mail them. They will reply you within 2 working days. Okay, Saturday and Sunday you will not receive any emails from them, because that is holiday time for them. So you should mail them immediately if you have exam. So you should mail them before, at least 3 weeks before your exam, so that they can reply you, and they will ask for 2 ID proofs. You need to send them and they will update it. Okay, so don't go to this extent. If by mistake if you had done that, please to contact them through the mail. Okay, so register it. Once you register it before this year, you can like before 2023 mid of June, it's at the time also you can simply go and check what are the testing locations near your area. But at the after the July or June, it's like changed to like, if you need to register for the exam it before itself, before checking the testing locations in the exam center. You need to register for the exam by paying the amount for the exam. For example, this $230 or something you need to pay, and you need to register for the exam. After that you will receive a confirmation mail. After within an hour you will get a notice from Measure Learning, a partner, a trusted partner with AAPC. You will receive a mail with name and password. You can log in through the link, or with the username and password provided in the mail of Measure Learning. You need to log in. After that only you can able to see what are the dates available to do the exam, and what are the testing locations near you. Okay, by checking that you can register for that date and what you are convenient at. Okay, you need to search for the dates, and you need to search for the locations. Whatever testing centers available, you need to choose and then submit. Okay, so it will get registered. Okay, at that time you need, if you are going to do the exam in testing center, you need to arrive in the testing center before 30 minutes. Okay, so they will check your ID proofs, and in India they will not allow any books from your side. Okay, they will provide you books, and you can do the exam using their books. Okay, so you need to get there before 30 minutes. Okay, so nothing is allowed inside it. You need to bring your registration. You will receive one confirmation mail after registering for your exam. That mail you need to take print out, and you two identification proofs. Okay, that itself you need to carry in the exam hall. Nothing is allowed inside it other than these proofs and like this admit card. That's what the mail. Okay, you receive from the AAPC. Okay. So another add-on note, if you are doing the exam from Dubai, UAE, if you need to get rental books for doing the exam, because the like testing centers will not provide you any books, so you need to get rental books, or you can buy your own books. Okay, you need to use 2024 books in after January. So at this time you need to buy or rent it before going into the exam centers. So CPT, HCPCS, that is HECPEX, and ICT 10 book. These three books you need to get. So if you want rental books, please do mail me if you are going to do the exam in Dubai. Okay. So after getting into the testing center, once your identification proof is verified and you are provided with the books, you need to like that will be helpful for do your exam. If you get that books, if you get the materials, and you can go and proceed for the test. Okay, can go and sit, and after once you logged in, the testing proctor will help you log in through your exam. Okay, so after getting logged in, what are the questions and how like what are the sections available, and in what sections how many questions will be there, will be displayed in your first page. Okay, what are the section and how many questions in each section, in this format it will get displayed. Okay, you can there will be like on 3 lines, it's called like menu. Okay, you can go to the whatever sections you need, and whatever section you need to do first, you can go and check there. Okay, and if you don't know any answer, if you have any doubts in specific question, you can click the flag symbol, flag. Okay, if you can click the flag, and you can skip to the next question. Okay, after finishing all the questions that you are very confident, and after at last time you can go and check the menu, and it will show the flagged questions you marked flag before submitting it. Okay, so now you can go and recheck it, and you can change the answer before submitting, and whatever questions you want to go and recheck, you can do whenever you want. Okay, in between the exam. So what's the advantage of doing this online exam is you can save the time. You can save the time. You don't need to code. Don't need to like underline in the question. You need to mark the answer one time and need to code in the OMR sheet. So it will eat your time. So the electronic exam will help you save the time. You can do the exam in one fixed time, but 3.5 hours you will have half an hour time, so that you can go and check. You can recheck the answers, and you can go and fill the options which you had pin flag questions, so that you can do. So for the case study questions, and for the like whatever sections you will feel like less confident, you can do it later. Okay, so medical terminology, anatomy questions, this guidelines questions, and anesthesia topic, you need to do it very first. Okay, so that you will feel very confident, and 4 of the sections will get finished very easily, very soon. Within an hour you can finish these 4 sections. Okay, so you need to concentrate well on anatomy, medical terminology, anesthesia, and what it is, E&M and case studies you need to do it last. Okay, if someone, and case study question you should not take half an hour to read the entire questions. There is some tips and tricks to solve these case study questions. You need to focus on the main terms, and you need to focus on the options. You need to do the elimination method for the big questions. Like that, you need to apply some tips and tricks to solve the questions. Okay, so the benefit of the electronic format exam, you can do the exam in a very short time. You need to set there will be a timer for each questions, so you should not waste more than 1.5 minutes for one question. Okay, so you should practice more and more mock papers for the time management. Okay, so here if you practice in a paper itself, it's fine. If you are having an electronic format also, you can practice before your exam. So practicing at least 5 mock papers is well recommended, like before doing the main exam, so that it will be very like you can get used to how to manage the time, and which portions you need to do first, and you will get an idea of what to do first and what you should not do before your exam, how to choose the section wisely. Like that, you will get an idea after practicing mock paper. So you need to register for the exam. You need to go to the testing center. You will have enough time to do the exam. It will be very easy if you practice. Just follow the guidelines. It will help you for your exam and for your career. Okay. The guidelines is very important. Okay, hereafter I will upload the series wise guidelines. Okay, once I will get the updated books within 2 days I will get it. So after that I will upload a series wise questions. Okay, so do follow the channel for getting regular updates. If you have any doubts, please do comment. Okay, thank you so much for watching.